welcome back to Mom's. I'm going to share a secret with you. I cannot make rice to save my life. And please, there's no need in leaving me tips down in the comments because I've tried for 50 years to make rice and I can't. Well, actually I didn't try for 50 years because I gave up quite a long time ago. And I switched to the rice cooker. And I loved the little one I had lasted forever. So when it came time to buy a new one, I was wondering, what kind of upgrades were available. So I thought we'd do a little test and see what the difference is. And these are the three I picked. This is the one just like what I've had for years. And it just does rice. Well, I think you can do other things in it. The way a rice cooker works, there's a sensor down in the bottom under here that senses the temperature, and it gets the water up to 212 degrees boiling or 100 degrees Celsius. Then when all the water's gone, whatever's in there starts to get hotter than boiling. That's when the sensor says, okay, it's done, the water's gone, and it cuts it off. So that's the basics behind how the thing works. But it does work wonderfully. I love rice. So let's just look at these three options here. There are so many options out on the market, but this was what I went with. This is a $17 model, and it's the simpler model. It only goes up to 6 cups of rice, so it is a smaller model. It's just got a fit-on lid. Let's see what came with it. You get the lid with the vent hole in it. You get your handy-dandy rice spoon. You have a little cup, which actually measures to be 3/4 of a regular cup. So that's the thing. It's going to say pour 1 cup. It doesn't mean 1 cup. It means one of these cups, which is 3/4 of a cup. This one also came with a coupon and a notice about rotate and push down the cooking pot so it sits right against the heating plate inside. Then we have the non-stick pot with the measurements are marked in here. And then this is what the inside of the pot looks like. This white edge right here, I think that's ceramic. Maybe it's just ceramic coated, but anyway, this pushes down, so this is what, pops it back up. And you get a little instruction pamphlet that has your measurements for brown rice and white rice. I like to eat white rice. I cook a lot of brown rice because I make my own dog food, so that's why I use a rice cooker so much. Okay, so let's look. This is the same brand, but it does cook up to 8 cups. Now this one was about $17. This one ran me about $39, I think, when I ordered it. So it's the Aroma brand, 2 more cups. It does have a snap to lid with this is the button that releases it. It also has a little plastic rice spoon. Has a different shaped cup, but it still only does 3/4 of a cup. So they say if you lose your cup, one of these is 3/4 of a cup. Your do not do pamphlet, and also some coupons. This one also comes with a steamer tray, so you can steam vegetables in it. While I was doing the research on this, I was amazed at the stuff people are cooking in these rice cookers. So I'm going to have to try a lot of these things. There's even a recipe for macaroni and cheese, homemade macaroni and cheese right in here, and a cake. So we'll have to give some of those a try. This insert is a little heavier feeling than this insert was. Could be because of the size. I don't know. It's also got kind of a granite look to it. And the markings on this one, I don't know if you can see, surely you can see that. The markings on this little one are just raised. They're not colored. Since these are painted or decaled on, they're a little bit easier to see. So that might be interesting. This one, since it has the snap-on lid, it has this little thing that you can pull off, snap off, and clean. And inside it also has the little pushy thing. Now this one also has a little cup over here on this side. This is a removable cup that catches the drips when it, as it steams, that steam condensates, and sometimes it comes out of here. So this little cup will hold on to that for you. And there's all these different settings on this one. White rice, keep warm, delay timer, so if you want to put everything in there and have it start a little bit later. Brown rice, here's to steam it, and here's flash rice. I'm going to have to check that one out. Your on off, and then a minus plus to increase the delay time. And you get the little cookbook with it. I don't think there's any recipes in here. I'll have to look through this. No. I mainly just, oh, it does have recipes. You can cook oatmeal, French toast casserole. So I'll look at these and see if we want to try one of those. So now let's look at the Hamilton Beach. This one is the same size. It cooks 8 cups of rice, and it was about the same price point. So we'll see what the difference in brands here. We got the same brand, different price points, and then different brands, same price points. So we'll kind of compare. Right off the bat, let's see what came in here. It also has the removable plate under the lid that comes off, and you put it back on when you're cooking. Has your rice spoon. Once again, this is a 3/4 cup instead of a whole cup, but that's what they go by. The steamer bucket is very interesting, and I kind of, I like this. The holes in it are much smaller than they were in this one. So if you're cooking little things and you don't want them to fall through the holes, this basket might work better. The pot that comes in it is a little bit lighter weight than the Aroma. It also has the raised markings in here, not the decal. And then there's a max line over here on the other side. This back also has the removable little cup to catch your steam drippings. So you can pull that out. One thing this one has that the Aroma doesn't, and I don't know if I like it yet or not, I think I do. You can remove this little cover where the steam comes out so you can clean in there better. And this also, it even comes apart so you can clean this really well. So I'm kind of liking that little, even though it may not matter about cooking the rice, it would be easier to clean because the steam is not just water, it has ricey stuff to it, and it gets kind of yucky sometimes. But anyway, the settings on the front with this one, you get white rice, hot cereal, steam, whole grain, your warm on-off button, and then a timer, a digital timer window. So, let me wash these things up for the first time and read the measurements on them. And we're going to try a cup of white rice in each one. Just see if they all cook the same. So, hang with me. Let me get these washed up. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're ready to begin the test. I have taken 1 cup of rice from the corresponding cups for each cooker. And I've rinsed the rice really well to get most of the starch off. Then I put the rice in the pot, and then I filled each pot up to the number 1 line. That's exactly what the directions said. So, we can put the lid on this one, close this lid, close this lid, make sure everything is intact, and let's turn the power on and push the button for each one. This one, all you have to do is turn it to down, click it down, and it's on cook. This one, you're going to turn it on and then hit the white rice button. And this one, we're going to turn it on and hit the white rice button. So, we will come back when all the rice is done and see how different the rices are. And the small one just turned off. So let's see. We can fluff it. I'm going to unplug this one. So it was the quickest. Looks like it might be beginning to get brown on the bottom, which is not something you want. So I'll dump this out into another container and we'll wait for the other two to finish cooking. That looks nice, and it was really quick. So far, the little one has cooked the rice, it's finished, and it looks good. The middle one says it has 10 minutes left, and this one says it has 22. And it's all the same amount of rice, so let's let them keep going and we'll compare the results. Okay, this one just went off, so let's see how this rice looks. It looks good as well. Absolutely no browning on the bottom. Nice. Took a little bit longer. I was curious to see how much stuff got caught in the cup. Absolutely nothing in the cup. And no steam on the lid, no buildup under here. Still waiting on the Hamilton Beach. And now the Hamilton Beach just went off. It took about 2 minutes longer than this one. And the rice looks good. No burning on the bottom. The little pots are very hot, so you have to be careful. Let's dump it out and see how it looks. No burning on the bottom. Looks like a good job there. This does seem just a little bit stickier than this, but not, not too much. A little bit of butter would probably be good on that. So, and let's check this little runoff cup here. It is a little bit harder to get out than the one on this one, and there is some liquid in here. I noticed it when I lifted up the lid. When I lifted up the lid, it kind of drained down into the pot, which is good, so it's not on your counter. And like I said, I really like the feature on this one that I can pull this out and clean it now, because this is where the steam escapes. So that's just cool. Anyway, there's the white rice in all three pots. This one was the quickest, and then these two were just within a couple of minutes. Isn't that funny how it takes longer? But whatever. So I'm going to turn these off now. And this one, if it's plugged in, it's warming, so you have to unplug it when it's not in use. So the next thing I'm going to do is look at some of the recipes in those and try out a few of those. But, as far as just a pot goes, they all did similar. I think this one would be my favorite. The small one the rice was starting to get brown on the bottom, so you have to be ready as soon as it goes off to dump it. Otherwise, it keeps warming for like 12 hours, I think. So this one, I do like the rice texture. I do like the cleanability of this, but I really like this one so far. I'm gonna have to try a few more loads in it and see how it does. So let me know if you have your rice cooker, if you love your rice cooker or whatever. Like I said, please don't leave comments about how to cook rice or how easy it is to cook rice. I think cooking rice is just a gift. Some of you wonderful people have it and some of us don't. I have had people stand right beside me and try to show me how to cook rice, and it still doesn't come out. My daughter cooks rice beautifully every time. She just throws it in there, cooks it, and it's done. But I can't. Just don't have the gift. So, thank you for watching. I hope maybe this was either helpful or entertaining. And I'll see you back here at Mom's next time. Bye.